Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anna of Reinforcement Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, we are going to talk about the 5 simple steps to strengthen your mental health every day. Now, mental self care involves taking intentional action to protect, nurture, and maintain your mental health. It means caring for your mind by setting aside time and creating habits that reduce stress, build resilience, and help you manage life's challenges, adversities, anything new outside the box. Mental self care supports emotional balance, improves cognitive function, and contributes to an overall sense of well being. You know, our judgment, decision making, how we think, how we perceive ourselves. That's how important mental health is. Now, speaking about the 5 highly effective ways to improve your mental health, the very basic one is the practice of mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness practices like meditation and deep breathing exercises promote relaxation, help you reduce anxiety, and improve focus. These techniques can help you manage emotions and become more self-aware, making it easier to handle stress. Now, in terms of meditation though, not everybody is into meditation. Even myself, I seldom meditate. I only meditate when I am too stress out, or my overthinking, the kind of overthinking that would make me feel that I'm going to have a terrible sleep tonight. So I do meditate. So I can come up with solutions to what's bugging inside my head. Although I do seldom meditate, what I usually do is mindfulness. Not the kind of mindfulness that I get from meditation, but the kind of mindfulness and peace that I get through walking. Walking on a beach side, or walking on a trail in the middle of the forest, or just simply walking on the street. Like anywhere I could get, maybe a 15 to 20 minutes walk because I got little steps. I'm actually short kind of person. So, yeah, walking outside the house. Just get myself outside the house for fresh air, or for a new scenery other than what I'm seeing here. That is already mindfulness to me. Other than that, when I do workout, I also experience mindfulness in a way that I can bring myself in the now. I can perfectly appreciate what is going on in me right now. Like my muscle hurts this part, and I feel tired, and I need more reps, more practice in this, in terms of this variation. So I can bring myself in the now. Yeah, even when I walk around in the beachside, I learn to appreciate what is going on at the moment. The fresh air, the birds, the waves, and the people around. I don't think about the future and in the past. I can able to bring myself in the now, and that is already mindfulness to me. Meditations, look, not everybody is into meditation, but if you can able to manage, get into this, then why not? And this is one effective way to practice self-care for your mental health. Now, the second one is setting healthy boundaries. Now, this is another significant part, especially that we're working with different people. We have different priorities in life, and sometimes we disregard ourselves. Now, boundaries protect your mental energy by managing how much you give of yourself to others and your obligation to your family, to your work, to your job, careers, projects. It gives you boundary that, like, if you are too busy and you're hanging out with your family members, if you need 10 minutes to be yourself, then let them know that you need 10 minutes, and you have to give that to yourself. That is setting boundaries. You don't want any disturbance. Now, boundaries are important because they prevent burnout and reduce stress, allowing us to spend time on things that nourishes us mentally, that will help us, refresh our mind. Like, for example, if you don't want to hang out with your a toxic family member or toxic colleagues or friends that's not serving you well, or the kind of friends that's not in incongruent to your goals right now. Your old friends who just want to go for a party every weekend or every day, drinks every day. So when you decided to change yourself, you don't want to hang out with these people. Otherwise, you can't change yourself. Even though no matter what, you want to change yourself, you want to be healthy, eat healthy, but if you still hang out with this friend, this old friend who keeps drinking almost every day, then it's still going to be the same you. And to protect your goals, to change your life and yourself, to look after yourself well, coming up to that kind of goal, you have to at least minimize your exposure to your old friends who keeps drinking almost every day and who doesn't mind their diet. Now, how are you going to start building boundaries? Now, I'm going to give you just a simple tip. So you might want to consider assessing your commitments and relationships and practice saying absolute no. Even just initial no, and then you can think about it later. By saying no, you can actually give them a hint, or a kind of a hint wherein other people could actually understand that your time, your needs, and your priorities are more valuable than the kind of opportunities or whereabouts that they are suggesting to you. Say no when you need to, and prioritize your time by focusing on people and activities that bring you joy and satisfaction. Sometimes there are people, whom we hang out with, but it seems like we're not, we don't get along. It's just that. I mean, sometimes we just prefer to be at home. And since, we don't want to waste your time, we don't want to waste our time, it's way better to say no. Sometimes, when we prioritize ourselves, sometimes it actually hurts people. And that, a little bit of pain initially, when you hurt them, it means that, it gives them a hint to really, to just move away. And when you need them, you just have to just approach them when you need to. Sometimes you discourage other people when you learn to when you finally learn to love yourself, because you want to be comfortable rather than hang out in the bar. You want to eat healthy rather than hang out with your friends who loves fast foods. There are things which, when you decided to prioritize, it's not gonna make other people happy. And it's just that, by setting boundaries, it helps you just focus on that goal, which is to prioritize that goal, to look after yourself as well as your mental health. Another mental self-care, which is also quite highly valued and effective nowadays. You can observe this. Engaging in regular physical activity. This is, regular workouts. Not necessarily that you have to go to the gym. You can schedule workout by just merely jog around the neighborhood, maybe for 30 minutes to 1 hour. Or run, maybe 30 minutes to 1 hour. Or walk around, brisk walking around the neighborhood. Or on the seaside, you can walk around there, have a mindfulness moment, a time for yourself, maybe for an hour or two. It depends. It's all up to you. Or just merely get a gym membership and work out as hard as you can inside the gym. Now, physical exercise releases endorphins. These are the happy hormones, or feel good, quote unquote, hormones, which directly impact mental health by reducing stress and improving mood. It also enhances sleep, which is vital for mental clarity and resilience, wherein through sleep you can absolutely recharge your body, mind, and even spirit. Though sleep is essential for effective for active functioning every day. Now, how can you able to start with this regular physical activity? Now, you might want to consider aiming for activities you enjoy, like walking, dancing, Pilates, cycling. It could be every 20 to 30 minutes of moderate exercise a few times a week can make a significant difference in your mind as well as in your body. And always remember, when you have a strong body, there's no stopping you to execute the things that you have in mind. Healthy mind and healthy body. When you use these two things, healthy mind, body, and spirit, and you use these three top things, then you can be unstoppable. You could be an arsenal. You could be a weapon. It's up to you if that you could be a weapon of mass destruction or a weapon for goodness. Now, another thing to help you maintain a good mental health. Uh, Another thing is maintain a support network. Keep your family and good friends with you. Keep connected with these people. I'm talking about those people who are good for you. Now, building and nurturing relationships with family, friends, or support groups create a strong emotional support system that when you feel sad, happy, and glad, you have someone to share these feelings with. Positive social connections help reduce stress, improve self worth, and provide different perspectives when facing challenges. Now, for example, whenever we have problems, like, for example, I'm having a conflict with my colleague, that's just for example, and I already have an intervention in mind. But, since I consider myself like I want to get the best answer most of the time, although I already have an answer in mind, I also ask those people whom I trust about their perspectives in my situation. What you know is there any other ideas you can share and how to solve the problem that I have? I ask maybe 2 to 3 people, to be able to come up with the best answer in mind, and then I execute those solutions. You know, even to those, even in the instances wherein I get a simple conflict with my colleagues, it does happen. It did, and yeah, we were able to get through it. Now, how are you going to start with this? Building a support system with your loved ones, family, friends, even support groups. Now, you might want to consider making an effort to reach out and spend quality time with people who make you feel valued and understood. Those people who want the best for you. Sometimes these people may utter the truth that may sometimes hurt you, because sometimes the truth hurts. Try scheduling a regular catch-ups even if they're short to keep those connections strong. So if you do value some people in your life, make sure that you stay connected with these people once in a while. It could be once a month, or send them a text once a month, send them a text every day. It's up to you. Weekly, monthly, every 2 months. Just always get in touch. Sometimes our old friends doesn't really, need a constant connection. To my old friends, I just, when I just remember them, like on their birthdays, it could be every 4 months, 6 months. I just send them a message. We have a group chat, and that is my own way to stay connected to them. And then we just talk about our personal lives, what's going on for updates. So that's how I work with my old friends. Now, lastly, number 5 is, since nobody's perfect, I'm not sure if everybody knows that, but the truth is nobody is perfect. But we always have countless opportunity to improve. The number 5 is practice self-compassion and positive self-talk. Now, being kind to yourself helps combat negative self-criticism and promotes a healthier mindset. Positive self-talk and self-compassion increase resilience and reduce anxiety, helping you respond to challenges more constructively and effectively. Now, in doing this, sometimes, when we want to try something new or we want to execute the solution to our problem, sometimes we have this inner critic inside us, inside our head, wherein, this inner critic, or quote unquote inner bitch, this dialogue keeps stopping us from executing our solutions, from doing new things. This inner dialogue that we have, which is also part of our brain, this keeps us just within the comfort zone. So whenever we try something new, especially when we happen to face our fears, this inner dialogue will definitely discourage us from doing new things, from taking risk in the most part. So by being kind to yourself, that you will do whatever it takes, that sometimes you have to argue to this against this inner dialogue inside your head that, look, I got to do this, otherwise I won't grow mentally, physically. I won't show love to myself if I don't do something new. Sometimes you have to argue with yourself. The part of yourself is just the thing right there inside our head, talking to us, discouraging us at times whenever we do something new or execute our solutions to our problems. Now, notice your inner dialogue and try to reframe negative thoughts. As I've mentioned before, it's important to recognize, if that inner dialogue is helping us. Recognize or catch the negative thoughts that this inner critic is speaking, uttering into you to stop you from doing new things, from executing the solutions of your problem, from taking risk. Catch the negative self-talk. And then the second C is challenge. So at this stage, this is the time wherein you talk to yourself like, look, I got to do this. Otherwise, I won't grow. I won't learn anything. I wouldn't learn anything new. Nothing will ever happen to my life. So challenge, and then change it. Change it into positive self-talk. Like, I can do this. I am enough. I can pass the test. I can do these reps. I can work out for 1 hour to 2 hours. I can finish my workout session. Positive self-talk. Now, all in all, mental self-care is a vital part of achieving overall well-being. It goes beyond relaxation, the one that we're doing in the spa or bubble bath. It goes beyond that. It involves intentional practices that nourish the mind, strengthen resilience, and empower us to navigate life's adversities more effectively. By incorporating mindfulness, setting boundaries, fostering positive relationships, staying physically healthy or physically active, and practicing self-care compassion, we can build a strong foundation for mental health. Prioritizing mental self-care enables us to show up as our best self, the highest version of ourselves, fostering a healthier, more balanced life. Taking small, consistent steps in mental self-care isn't just beneficial, but in the most part, it is essential for everybody. It is our responsibility to take good care of ourselves. Now, if you ever love this episode today, you can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, even in Amazon Music. Reinforce Me Club. By the way, this is Anne. I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Thank you once again.